Hey guys, how's it going? This is Kat back with you for another episode of Unchained with the Captain. With me as always is the Doerle from Cooking with the Doerle.
Hey everybody, we got a great episode for you today. We're going to be talking about special effects in some of the bigger name movies. We'll see you after the credits.
See you on the other side. Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are talking about special effects in major motion picture movies that we really like.
We're going to be talking about the different kinds of effects, specifically stop motion, practical effects, and CGI. We're going to talk about how they were done and some of the movies that were exclusively one kind or another, and other movies where they did a really good job of blending them, because there's quite a few of those, even up into the modern day a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get started with stop motion.
Okay, stop motion stuff that we really dig. RoboCop, Ed 209, and I may have said this in a previous video, but I feel like stop motion works the best when it's either like a machine or a skeleton or something like that.
You're right.
I mean, if it's a living thing, you can kind of see.
Yeah, that's not exactly fluid.
No,
well, the way they do stop motion, if you don't know, is you take a model and you take a picture of it, and then you move the model slightly and take another picture, and you do this over and over and over again.
It's very tedious.
And very tedious. Takes a long time until you actually have, when you string all these pictures together, all these frames, you have motion. The great master of it would have been Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah, Jason and the Argonauts.
Also Clash of the Titans. Really great movie. The skeleton scene, he did that whole thing by himself.
Yeah, he did that.
And he only took on a helper for this next movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did some incredible stuff.
Oh my God,
really good.
that guy was a genius.
Still holds up today.
Yeah, it does. It does hold up.
The Terminator from the Terminator.
Yeah, again, that's another good example of like I said, machines work really good with the stop motion. I mean, when the Terminator busts out of that fire at the end of the movie, I mean, he's scary as fuck. Yeah, that freaked me out when I was a kid.
You also have, of course, the Star Wars franchise, but we'll talk about those later on because they're more of a combination movies. Now, practical effects. Practical effects are Muppets, puppets, prosthetics.
Right. Anything that exists in real life and you see it on the screen.
Yeah, just like when the Gremlins melt, when Spike melts at the end of Gremlins.
Actually,
that would be a practical effect.
That's a good example.
Now, some really, really good practical effects. We've got things like Alien.
Yeah.
Army of Darkness. Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. American Werewolf in London.
Oh the werewolf transformation scene.
Yeah, the werewolf transformation.
Oh my God, that still holds up. That still looks fucking great.
Well, and we all have our favorite one, Bruce from the movie Jaws. Bruce, the giant mechanical shark. That was a wonderful practical.
Oh yeah, right.
That first movie was incredible.
And the thing about Jaws is that the shark didn't work half the time.
Yeah.
So you didn't see it as much, but I mean it created that sense of dread.
Right. And, much like they had an Alien.
Yeah, exactly.
How you don't see the full Alien until in the movie. You see
Yeah.
bits and pieces of it.
Right, yeah. But it just freaks you out that much more,
Then you have CGI, which is computer-generated images.
Right. And this is really hit or miss.
Yeah,
for me,
this is why many of us Star Wars fans hate George Lucas, because of his over-reliance on CGI.
Yeah, he just sat on his fat ass in front of a green screen and told people to react to things.
Now, there have been some awesome CGI movies.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams, so much of that is CG, the painted landscapes he's in. Now, there are practical effects, too, but the more memorable and real vivid scenes were all done with CGI. Another good one, Avatar. James Cameron.
Yeah, Avatar was
incredibly
good.
heavy CGI.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree.
The amount of practical effects there and is non-existent, basically.
Yeah, and I also got to mention Terminator 2. I mean, my God,
breakthrough.
And that actually was like a combination of practical effects and CGI, which looked great. Yeah.
But it was some of the first heavy use of CGI that worked.
Right,
They actually had to write new programs to show the reflections on the T-1000's metal body.
Right,
Yeah, so they could get the reflection correct.
Yeah, Jurassic Park, that's another good one. A lot of people don't know that most of the stuff in Jurassic Park was practical effects.
But there was a lot of CG there as well.
Well, yeah, there was. Yeah, you had the Brontosaurus, you had the T-Rex. I mean, and that stuff still holds up for me.
And that's why it's such a great combination of practical effects and CGI.
Right? Yeah, you gotta find that balance. You know?
Right there, Terminator 2, The Matrix was another great one.
Matrix, yeah.
Lots of computer effects, but lots of wire work, lots of squibs for explosions. Inception would be another good one.
That is
very heavy CGI, but the hallways that would rotate.
And the city like rolls up like this, and that freaked me the fuck out the first time I saw it, man. Yeah.
Now, to step back in time just a little bit, some great combinations of practical effects and stop motion that I've always really liked would be the Star Wars franchise.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's. I mean, discounting the special editions, there are no CGI elements in those movies.
Oh yeah.
If you go back to the original ones, yeah.
Now, one of the scenes actually in specific that I really like is in Empire Strikes Back on the planet Hoth, when Luke is riding on his Tauntaun. And you see a long shot of him on the Tauntaun, and it's stop motion.
Right.
But when you get up close to him, it's him on a rig which has the Tauntaun's head and neck, and the Tauntaun's face is being controlled by puppeteers.
Yeah.
Beautifully, almost seamless. And I always compare this to Star Wars Episode 2, when Padme and Anakin are out having lunch.
Oh my God, I know what you're going to say,
in the field with all the herd beasts.
Oh my God.
And you have them there in front of a green screen, and then very poorly computer generated.
That shot was terrible, man. Anybody I've ever talked to about that scene is like, really? That looked like complete shit.
And I think that's a great scene to warn. These scenes are a great way to warn people off from an overuse of CGI.
Yeah,
because it's really difficult to beat how good some of these movies look. And I'm always going to go back to Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
it was groundbreaking.
Yeah, it was.
ILM changed everything,
and it still looks great, man. I still watch it, and it fucking looks great to me. You know.
Yeah.
What else we got? Tremors. Tremors is another good example of practical effects. And I actually had the DVD, and I ended up selling it at some point. But they had like a featurette on there where they were talking about how they did the graboids going through the dirt.
Oh,
and
right.
it was like an air bubble that they just like they buried it and they dug a trench and they
just pulled it through.
Yeah, and it looked like there was something going through the ground.
Yeah, it was really, really well done.
Which, again, that holds up really fucking well for me.
Now, these are just some of the movies that we think are the best, that have these different kinds of effects. And, they each have their own place. Like you said, stop motion works great with something that's going to look jerky. That's not necessarily natural and smooth and fluid.
Right, yeah.
And practical effects will always have a place. Because there's some things we just can't replicate yet with CGI.
No.
But, we have seen the beauty of CGI, though. In movies like The Matrix and Inception and Avatar. So, we aren't trying to be down on CGI necessarily.
No. It has its place. If it's done well, we really like it, you know? Yeah.
But, we hope you enjoyed our brief video here about the different kinds of special effects that are out there and a few of the greater movies that employ them. We're going to be posting some new content up really soon. We've got a new segment up, my high-speed plot reviews.
Which are hilarious.
And concise.
Very concise.
We'll also have some new Cooking with the Doerle videos up very soon. And we got an interesting phone call the other day from Nils. So we might have some more videos up of him soon.
You never know. Yeah. Nils might show up again.
Well, until the next time, may the force be with you.
Always. And you are dismissed.